Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Tessie. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all, depending on where you are watching from. And here we have this news here that says, end of the road for fulani herdsmen in Yoruba land as Yoruba herders backs Akeredolu on quick notice to herders living in forest. And please, before we get into this news in full details, if you're just watching for the first time or you've been watching without subscribing, please do us a favor by clicking on the red subscribe button down below to subscribe, also on the notification button. In that way, anytime we upload a new video, they will notify you. And I pray that the same way you all are supporting us in this channel, God will definitely send people that will support you in whatever you are doing in life, in Jesus' name. Amen. And this news I read, herders in Southwest have thrown their weight behind the governor of Ondo State, Chief Rotimi Akeredolu, quick notice to herders to quit forests in the state following the worsening cases of kidnapping traced to criminals in the areas. The herders, who also took sweep at the presidency over the letter statement cautioning the governor against the directive, accused the presidency of undue meddlesomeness in the issue within the purview of the state. Recall that the following high rate of kidnapping in Ondo State allegedly committed by criminals hiding in forests across the state, the governor had given herdsmen a 7-day ultimatum to vacate the areas. But reacting after the Fulani leadership under the aegis of Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MACBAN, cried out over the governor's action, the presidency, in a statement by the senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Malam Garba Shehu, cautioned the governor against his action, saying the herders cannot leave the dreaded forest for any reason. The development has drawn the attention of some Yoruba herders who accuse the federal government of abandoning its core responsibility to meddle in issues within the purview of the state governors. Speaking under a group coalition of Oduduwa herders, the Yoruba herders warned the presidency to stay clear of governance issues in Ondo State or any other state in the country, saying the governor's action was the best in protecting the lives of Ondo citizens because, according to them, the federal government, which has exclusive control over conventional security architecture in the country, had failed to protect the people. The group, in a statement signed by its national coordinator Dr. Tunde Aremu and national secretary Barrister Mrs. Folake Ajeshin, respectively, asked the governor not to be distracted by the actions of those it noted have failed to safeguard the lives of Nigerians, but be firm and decisive in his action aimed at giving Ondo people safety. Regretting that Ondo forests have become launching pads for herdsmen, the elders noted that the herdsmen coming into the state are doing so not for the purpose of grazing but killing and destroying properties. The murderers, who usually come without cattle, engage in kidnapping, attacking communities in guerrilla style of warfare, killings, burning houses and destroying property. Should the governor fold his hands and look the other way while his people are being massively kidnapped, killed, and their property destroyed? No, this have to stop now, and the only way to stop it is what Chief Akeredolu has done, they said, while commending Governor Akeredolu for what it described as his bold step in safeguarding the lives and property of the citizens. The group wondered why the presidency had only stepped in at the time the governor asked the alleged perpetrators to quit the places of their nefarious activities. We, the Yoruba elders, under this noble umbrella body known as Coalition of Oduduwa Elders, have watched with great concerns the turn of events in the Southwest, especially in Ondo, culminating in the notice to herders to quit forests by Chief Rotimi Akeredolu San. We have equally painstakingly watched the rush statement by the presidency through one of his spokesmen, Malam Garba Shehu, cautioning the governor against his action and instead declaring the people who have been identified to be responsible for the kidnappings, banditry, and killings in the state cannot vacate the areas they used to carry out their nefarious activities. This is strange to us, given the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria vested certain powers on the state governors as chief security officers of their respective state on certain steps they can take to safeguard the lives of the citizens and their property. Akeredolu, to the best of our knowledge, is a sitting governor of Ondo State. Until he is out of office, he has the constitutional mandate to devise the best way possible in giving his people who voted him into office good and quality leadership. The quick notice to herders to leave Ondo Forest is one of those steps he has taken to protect the citizens. So, we ask the presidency to leave him alone, they said. The Yoruba group said, "We observe the presidency's statement came shortly after the leadership of Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MACBAN, publicly called on it to come out with urgent reaction regarding the governor's action. We are surprised that the presidency, which has not reacted to the cries of people of Ondo or Southwest, leaving the region to form a Amotekun security outfit to protect its people, would be so consigned to issue rush statement over the governor's action." The group reminded the presidency that Akeredolu is a governor of a state and one of his major responsibility is the protection of lives and property besides the welfare of his people. Noting also that the governor was a lawyer whose varsity in law field had taken him to the pinnacle of the profession, hence would not do anything outside the nation's law. The coalition berated Garba Shehu over his statement, wondering if actually it represented the presidency. "We strongly believe that as a senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, the governor knows the position of law regarding the action he has taken to protect the people of Ondo State," it said. While noting that herders, like other citizens, have the right to live anywhere in the country, the Yoruba group said the hrdsmen must be reminded that their right to stop where other people's rights start, adding that their rights can only be guaranteed if they live in peace and harmony with their host communities. The Yoruba elders regretted the leadership of Fulani cattle rearers, which they noted had failed to call criminals in their midst to order, was quick not to only condemn the governor's action but also call on the federal government to immediately act with a view to stopping the governor carrying out his quick notice order. "We had expected Miyetti Allah and all the Fulani bodies to rise against the criminal element in their midst, tarnishing their reputation, but instead they have surprisingly looked the other way until the governor came up with this measure to stop the ugly situation. If they were complicit in the act, why were they not speaking against this despicable act of their kinsmen?" they asked. The group, which expressed disappointment over the statement by Garba Shehu, wondered whether it has authorization of the presidency as he portrayed, tasking the letter to always make the critical examination of the former's drafted statement before approving release to the public in order not to ridicule President Muhammadu Buhari and his administration before Nigerians. "We call on Garba Shehu to stop disgracing President Buhari's government. We also call on presidency to always vet Garba Shehu's statement before giving consent for release to the public," the coalition said. Alright guys, and that is it for you all. This whole thing further proves we have no government, we have no president. What we have are terrorists in power, terrorist organization. You see how they are quick to issue statement, but something serious will be happening in this country and we'll be looking for someone to speak to us, looking for president to address us, looking for spokesperson to address us. Nobody will talk. But just more quick notice to hrdsmen, they are quick to issue statements. So you see where we are. It is very unfortunate that this is where we find ourselves, as a country. But what I know is that their days are numbered. And this is it for you all. I don't want to take too much of your time because the news has taken so much time already. So I'm just going to let you all share your thoughts with me on the comment section. Let me know what you think. And with that, I'll say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you for watching to this point of this video. Your love, your support, and effort upon this channel is not taken for granted. So feel free to let me know what you think. And don't forget to share this video. I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye. Bye.